What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Arman has fired back at Ilia Topuria following a series of provocative remarks from the rising contender. The tension began when Topuria criticized Arman for previously pulling out of a title opportunity, mocking the decision by suggesting he may have needed to change his underwear after making such a choice. He further implied that fighters have a responsibility to the fans and organizations that invest in them, questioning whether supporters should continue backing someone who does not reciprocate that commitment. Topuria remarked, "People are investing money to promote fighters. When you support someone, you're putting your trust and resources into them. The UFC gave Arman his chance, and he needs to go and prove himself." In response, Cherukyan took to social media, addressing Topuria's comments directly. He criticized Topuria for prioritizing interviews over fighting, stating, "You talk about taking time off to fix family issues, but it seems you have plenty of free time for all these interviews. You're a joke." Cherukyan's response highlighted the growing animosity between the two fighters and underscored the competitive tension within the lightweight division. The situation escalated further when Topuria targeted former champions Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov, calling them cocky and arrogant and expressing his desire to submit Islam in front of Khabib. He even went as far as to challenge Khabib, saying he would gladly step on his head if necessary. Ali Abdelaziz, manager for both Islam Makhachev and Khabib, addressed Topuria's comments, emphasizing respect for fighters handling personal matters. He stated, "Everyone has been giving him space and respect to resolve his family issues, which is appropriate." However, coming out and talking about Khabib and Islam Arman without reason, while not even fighting, raises the question of whether he should still be given that same respect. This feud underscores the growing drama in the UFC's lightweight division, as personal rivalries, professional criticism, and social media exchanges continue to fuel tension among top contenders. Before we jump into the next story, we have a small favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon. It really helps us out and ensures you'll never miss an update. Moving on to another news. Merab Dvalishvili, the perennial powerhouse of the UFC's bantamweight division, has reportedly traveled to Spain to train alongside rising star Ilia Topuria. The collaboration has sparked considerable excitement within the MMA community, as both fighters bring unique skill sets and high-level experience to the gym. Dvalishvili, known for his relentless pace, grappling dominance, and ability to wear down opponents, will undoubtedly benefit from Topuria's striking precision, technical versatility, and aggressive approach inside the octagon. Training camps like this are common among elite fighters, as working with top-tier talent helps refine skills, develop new strategies, and simulate the intensity of fight night. For Dvalishvili, training with Topuria offers the opportunity to sharpen his striking, improve counterattacks, and experiment with innovative approaches to his ground game. Likewise, Topuria gains the benefit of Dvalishvili's unparalleled wrestling and endurance drills, which could translate into added durability and adaptability in his future fights. This partnership also signals a potential rise in collaborative training between elite fighters across divisions and nationalities. Spain has become a hub for MMA development, attracting international talent seeking high-level coaching and diverse sparring partners. By immersing himself in Topuria's training environment, Dvalishvili is positioning himself to enhance his overall MMA skill set while gaining valuable insights into European fight styles and conditioning methods. Fans and analysts alike have taken notice, expressing anticipation for the next stages of both fighters' careers. Social media reactions suggest that this training stint could be a game changer for Dvalishvili, who continues to pursue championship contention, while also boosting Topuria's reputation as a rising force in the lightweight division. In summary, this joint training session in Spain represents more than just shared workouts. It's a convergence of talent, strategy, and ambition. Observers will be watching closely to see how both fighters apply the lessons learned in the gym to their upcoming bouts, making this an exciting development in the world of MMA. Moving on to another news. The UFC welterweight division has been thrown into fresh turmoil following a surprising revelation from rising contender Carlos Prates. During a recent podcast appearance, Prates disclosed that UFC President Dana White personally promised him a title shot if he secured a knockout victory over former champion Leon Edwards. According to Prates, the assurance was made directly before the fight, adding significant weight to his statement and immediately igniting debate among fans and analysts alike. Prates explained that he asked Dana White whether a first-round knockout over Edwards would guarantee him a championship opportunity, to which White reportedly responded affirmatively. What makes the situation even more compelling is that the interaction was unintentionally recorded. Prates revealed he was wearing Meta smart glasses at the time as part of a sponsorship obligation, capturing the conversation on video. The footage was later shared publicly, rapidly spreading across social media and further validating his claim. While Prates admitted he was initially concerned about potential backlash, the clip only intensified speculation surrounding the division's future. The controversy arrives at a volatile moment for welterweight matchmaking. Just days earlier, commentator John Anik revealed that a bout between Islam Makhachev and Michael Morales is being targeted for February, a development that has complicated the title picture even further. After Makhachev's dominant performance against Jack Della Maddalena, fans remain divided on who deserves the next shot. Some argue that a battle-tested wrestler like Kamaru Usman or Shavkat Rakhmonov would present the most legitimate challenge, while others believe the undefeated and dangerous Michael Morales has earned his opportunity. Despite Prates' knockout win, skepticism remains due to his previous loss to Ian Gary, where he was clearly outgrappled. That performance has left many fans questioning whether he is ready for a title fight against an elite grappler like Makhachev. As it stands, the welterweight division is one of the most unpredictable in the UFC, and a single announcement could dramatically reshape the championship landscape overnight. Moving on to another news, Brendan Allen recently shared his predictions for the highly anticipated matchup between Khamzat Chimaev and Nasruddin Imavov, expressing full confidence in Chimaev's ability to dominate the fight. Allen acknowledged that Imavov is fast and possesses solid striking skills, but he argued that the punches lack the necessary power to seriously threaten Chimaev. According to Allen, Chimaev's wrestling and overall control would likely decide the outcome, as he expects the fight to be largely dictated on the ground. Allen, coming off a stunning win over Reardon Darragh, where Darragh literally had to stop between rounds due to exhaustion, also criticized both Chimaev and Imavov for overcomplicating the fight build-up. He specifically highlighted their references to the Dagestan-Chechnya connection as a misstep that could make fans worry the bout might not be as exciting, suggesting that both fighters might hold back if they are more focused on narrative than action. Originally, the fight was scheduled to take place in February, but Imavov hinted that Chimaev's camp caused the matchup to fall through. The fight is now expected to happen after Ramadan, likely in April or May, which has only increased anticipation. Allen is confident that when the cage door closes, Chimaev will impose his will and steamroll Imavov like few others could. The fighters have previously trained together, and according to leaks, the sparring sessions were intense, with Imavov himself confirming the brutality of the workouts with Chimaev. Allen elaborated that while Imavov's speed and striking are respectable, his ground game is limited. This gives Chimaev a significant advantage, as he can take the fight to the mat and force Imavov to work defensively without posing much offensive threat. Allen concluded that while the matchup could be interesting for fans, the outcome is likely to favor Chimaev, who has the wrestling, control, and finishing ability to secure a decisive victory. Moving on to another news, UFC 325 has suffered a setback as a fighter has officially pulled out of his scheduled bout. Lightweight contender Rongu announced over the weekend that he will no longer be facing Quillan Salkild at the upcoming event. While the news is disappointing for fans anticipating the matchup, Rongu has clarified the situation, noting that the withdrawal stems from a knee injury sustained during practical training. In a statement shared with the media and across social platforms, Rongu addressed rumors about the severity of his injury, emphasizing that the reports circulating online have been exaggerated. He confirmed, "It's true that I sustained a minor knee injury during training, but it's not as serious as some online reports claim. I am currently undergoing treatment and rehabilitation, following my doctor and coaching team's advice to avoid high-intensity training." Rongu explained that a few weeks of rest and proper rehabilitation are expected to fully resolve the issue, making it clear that competing at UFC 325 in his current condition would be both unsafe and unwise. He added, "Both my doctor and coaching team strongly advise against competing with this injury." While this setback has thrown off my plans and is frustrating. Injuries are part of the sport, and they are beyond my control. The news highlights the unpredictable nature of MMA, where even minor injuries can disrupt carefully laid fight schedules. UFC officials and fans alike now await updates regarding potential replacements or card adjustment, as the promotion works to ensure the event maintains its competitive integrity. Despite the disappointment, Rungu remains focused on recovery and has expressed his commitment to returning stronger. His statement reflects both professionalism and transparency, offering fans insight into the challenges fighters face in balancing training intensity with injury prevention. While UFC 325 will proceed without his participation, the lightweight division continues to evolve, leaving anticipation high for future matchups once Rungu returns to full health. Moving on to another news, Carlos Prates recently shared his thoughts on his next potential fight following his impressive victory over Leon Edwards, signaling that he is eager to continue climbing the welterweight ranks. During a recent interview, Prates expressed interest in facing either Jack Della Maddalena or the undefeated Michael Morales, viewing both matchups as pivotal steps toward a title opportunity. When asked about his position in the welterweight division after his high-profile win, Prates emphasized his ambition while acknowledging the current competitive landscape. "Of course, I would love to fight for the belt," he stated, "but I think Kamaru Usman is likely next in line. For now, I am looking to fight either JDM or Morales." His comments reflect a pragmatic approach, recognizing the significance of building momentum and credibility against top-tier opponents before challenging for the championship. Prates' focus on these opponents highlights the depth and excitement within the UFC's welterweight division. Jack Della Maddalena is known for his dynamic striking and relentless pace, while Mike Morales has quickly gained attention for his undefeated record and knockout power. Each fighter presents a unique challenge, and Prates' willingness to face them demonstrate his confidence and readiness to test himself against the division's rising talents. Meanwhile, the broader MMA landscape continues to evolve. Real American Freestyle recently announced that Bo Nickel and Yoel Romero will clash for the light heavyweight title on January 10th. This announcement follows Romero's victory over Patrick Downey earlier this month, which secured him the RAF's inaugural light heavyweight crown. These developments, alongside Prates' next fight considerations, underscore a dynamic and rapidly shifting competitive environment across multiple promotions. As Prates prepares for his next opponent, fans are eager to see whether he will face Della Maddalena or Moraes, both of whom offer an opportunity to cement his status as a legitimate title contender in the UFC's deep and highly competitive welterweight division. Moving on to another news, Ilia Topuria recently spoke candidly about the possibility of facing Islam Makhachev, issuing a fiery warning to the Dagestani star while expressing frustration over the lack of a confirmed matchup. The Spanish-based fighter emphasized that the fight is one fans have long anticipated and criticized Makhachev for not accepting it sooner. "Everyone knows it's a fight everyone wants to see, and for some reason, he hasn't accepted it yet," Topuria stated. He continued, highlighting the distinction between himself and other notable opponents Makhachev has faced, such as Jack Della Maddalena and Dan Hooker. "It's easy to talk from thousands of kilometers away, judging and criticizing me. But when you face me in the octagon, you'll realize I'm something very different. When I land my right hand, you're gonna have a very, very long sleep." Topuria did not stop there. He also addressed Islam's longtime friend and former teammate, the legendary Khabib Nurmagomedov. He called both fighters cocky and arrogant and expressed a desire to submit Makhachev in front of Khabib. "If Khabib wants to step in afterward, I'll gladly step on his head too," he added. While Khabib has retired from active competition, Topuria's comment underscored the intensity and personal nature of this potential rivalry, suggesting that emotions and respect within the lightweight division continue to play a significant role. Ali Abdelaziz, manager for both Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov, responded to Topuria's remarks via X, voicing confusion over the timing and intent. "Everybody has been giving this guy space and respect to resolve his family problems. and they should continue to do so. But now he's talking about Khabib and Islam Arman for no reason, and he's not even fighting. I'm not sure people should give him a pass anymore, Abdelaziz wrote. The exchange between Topuria and Makhachev has ignited discussions about a potential showdown in the octagon. Fans remain eager to see if the heated words will translate into action, and whether the long-awaited matchup will finally materialize, adding yet another compelling chapter to the lightweight division storyline.